In this example, we will see some more of unstructured data and operating them through dataset and take the advantage of Spark SQL in these data analytics problems. So in this dataset, you can see a lot of numbers here. So this is essentially a social network dataset of Marvel superheroes, Marvel Universe superheroes. So each entry is representing the social network of this guy. Okay, so essentially each entry is ID of one superhero, and so this ID superhero is appearing in the comic book of these superheroes. Okay, so that means, let's say Spider-Man is appearing in a comic book of Thor. That means Thor has a connection with Spider-Man, and that's how these connections have been made. And it is also or to notice that you may have multiple entries for superhero. Okay, so first entry is the superhero we are representing, and rest are the connections. Okay, so that is how this each entry is appeared here. Okay, so if you want to see or look into the IDs, what superheroes or which superheroes this ID represents, you can look into the Marvel names.txt, and here you can see each ID and the name is limited by spaces, and here you can find all the names for this IDs. So let's jump into the problem here. So the problem here is to find the most popular superhero in the Marvel universe. Okay, and how we want to find? We want to find how many, which superhero has the most number of connections. Okay, so that means this superhero has, let's say, this many connections plus how many times he or she is appearing, and then we will group all these things, and then actually we will count the number of most number of connections. So for this unstructured data, we will see. So first of all, in this data set, we do not have any schema. Of course, here we have some. Uh, Here you have ID and name uh, explicitly, but there is no header also. So we will see all these things how to take care inside your Spark SQL dataset. So let's jump into the code here inside this most popular superhero dataset object. Of course, we need to import all the necessary packages here. Here I'm explicitly importing these types that we'll see we have used in this program, but you can import everything if you don't want to be sure at the first. Okay, so yeah. So first we are creating two case classes inside this object, superhero names for the ID and name file. So where we are creating the name of these superheroes according to their IDs. And for this case class, since we don't have a particular schema, we need to actually read through lines, and each line will be read as value column. Okay. So that's why we have created these two case classes. One is superhero names and superhero. Good. So next, inside the main function, we have set the log level and then created the Spark session as usual. And then here we are creating the schema for reading the Marvel names text. Now, here we do not have inside the Marvel names.txt, we do not have any header file. Okay, so if you don't have a header, that means you are not inferring any schema through the header. So whatever we have done through data frames, still now we have had headers to infer the schema from the headers, but here we do not have. So we are actually for the implicit schema inferring, we are creating one struct type schema here. And inside this struct type superhero names schema, we are adding these fields. Okay, so ID and name we are adding, and these two will be integer type, string type, nullable, they can accept. So we are creating this implicit schema here for the struct type. And you can see that this schema fields are matching with this explicit schema. Okay, so ID and name. Okay, So that will be used for your data set, and this will be used for your data frame. So now we are uh, reading this marble names.txt through this schema. We do not have option header true, okay, as usual, as we have used before. But here we are just creating this data frame through this implicit schema, and then explicitly we are converting that into data set through as superhero names. Well, and in the next, we have actually created this data set, lines data set from this schema, superhero schema. Okay, so now we have these two data sets, names and lines. And inside lines, you have the social network, and inside names, you have the names according to their IDs. So here now connections, we are making another data frame here. So now what this resultant data frame will contain, that we'll see here. So first is that inside the lines, we have only one column, right? Inside the lines, you have only value. Okay, so as you can see, this through this through this case class with only field value, we have lines. Okay, whatever we have read from here. So each line is the entry of for one superhero. So that means from each line, okay, we are adding that, we adding one column as ID, and that ID we are extracting the uh, first field of this column. Okay, so start with the from the core of this section. So first we are actually call, that means we are extracting this column value, and by splitting that with space character, getting all the values. Okay, that means all the IDs, and the first ID will be our target superior. So here we are extracting this ID. Okay, and we are extracting from this line with this ID. Okay, so the for this ID, these are the connections, rest of the things are connections. Okay, for this ID, rest of the things are connections. So that means we are correct. We are actually extracting the first field as ID, so that we are creating new data frame with this column name ID, and then adding another column connections. But connections have this field. So again, start with the core. So for this column value, we are actually splitting that with space and then counting the size. Okay, so that means counting the size means what? That means how many connections you have. Okay, so that means we have separated the fields or the IDs with spaces, and then counting how many total number of entries are there. Okay, so that is the size of the total number of entries here. And then we are negating -1. So that means we are actually getting the number of connections for the ID we have extracted here. Okay, so here the total number of connections for this will be total size -1, right? So that's how we are doing it here. And next we are grouping by this column ID, whichever we have created here, and generating this because so this group by is for multiple entries for the same column ID. Okay, so that means how many superheroes are there. For each superhero, there might be multiple entries and multiple number of connections. Okay, that we are aggregating by the summing of this connections column. And then we are assigning alias name for the new column as connections. Okay, so that otherwise you will have a convoluted name of this column like this. So in these connections, we in the data frame now we have what? We have ID of the superhero, and then the total number of connections which might be appearing in several places of this file. Okay, so we have aggregated, we have summed up all the numbers and made this new connection. And then most popular, of course, if we sort them according to dollar preceding by the column name, that means with the value of descending order, we are sorting this. The first value will be the most popular ID. And for this most popular ID, we are extracting or filtering the from the names, because in the names you have the names from this ID, you have this space delimiter. So that's why we are actually filtering here, okay, for the ID, for the specific ID, whichever in the most popular data frame, and then that means 0 number, and then we are getting the first element of this most popular ID. That means the name itself and the ID also, okay. And then we are just printing out the most popular ID with most popular 0 and most popular 1, okay. So that means it will be how many numbers of connections he has as most number. So let's run it. So he is the most popular superhero, we might be thinking now. Let's see. And Captain America. I was not expecting that. Okay. Good. With 1937 co-appearances, we have Captain America as the most popular superhero from this unstructured data. Okay. So good. With that, with this, I think we will conclude the session for data sets. Okay. And in the next, we will move forward with some advanced example of Spark APIs. Okay.